G'day gamers, welcome to New by Design. Gonna be doing a video on Assassin's Creed Origins, and I'm gonna show you guys how to easily defeat the trial of Anubis here. And you're gonna be killing the boss Anubis super easy with this. It's not gonna be incredibly fast, but it will be easy, guys. I tried a whole bunch of different methods, including using a shield to try to block the dogs, because in the end of the day, the dogs are the only thing that are difficult. But it turns out all you need is a light bow. I'm gonna be using the composite bow, but you don't have to use the composite bow. Just use your highest damage output bow. And I'm also gonna be using the hunter bow Deathstorm. Again, it doesn't have to be Deathstorm. I just like using that one because it's high damage. You can see I've got all my abilities or all my gear leveled up to the maximum for range just because I happen to do that. It's not, again, necessary. It's just the more you have leveled up for it and the more damage you're going to output. That's, in the end of the day, that's what's going to make this fight faster. But just use your highest level or highest damage output light bow and your highest damage output hunter bow. And basically what you're going to be doing with that is just trying to get the maximum damage. I don't recommend using predator bow for this one because it's really difficult to see yourself turn red when the dogs are coming. And the only challenging part about this is kind of putting yourself in a good place for the dogs. What I would suggest is you start with your high level or your high damage output hunter bow, and from that point work down to your light bow and switch over at about the point when you see it goes from 2 dogs each time to 3 dogs each time. And that'll happen kind of as you do damage. It'll be probably about, I want to say, 75 or 80% damage. He'll go from 2 dogs to sending 3 dogs at you. Every single time dogs are coming at you, you're going to turn red, so just keep an eye out for that cue, and then you're going to see exactly what we do here. So the shield doesn't work. I'm not even going to show you that method, but I'm going to kind of try to show you guys what doesn't work, or at least what works better. And as you can see, right now, I'm still using my hunter bow, and I would switch to that, like I say, exactly at the point when you see that he goes to 3 dogs. If you can go up to these ads pretty quickly as well, you'll notice that just like I did right there, you can assassinate them, and sometimes you can assassinate up to 2 of them if you happen to be really close to them when they actually spawn. I wouldn't necessarily recommend using a staff here, guys. This is actually, I put it on by accident, although it didn't do very bad. Like, still did pretty good. It's just definitely better for you to use your sword, especially if you have a fire sword. As you can see, I'm still using my hunter bow. At this point, I probably should have changed over because you can see now there is 4 dogs coming at me and I can't do anything to defend myself. What we're going to do, and you're going to see it in a couple seconds here when I switch to my light bow, is as soon as you turn red, you're going to switch from doing damage to Anubis himself. You're going to go down like I'm going to do right in a minute here, and you're going to start shooting those dogs. One shot takes him out, guys. That's all you need, just the one shot. And then essentially all you're doing from this point on, it's a little bit slow. It's not the fastest thing in the world, but it's not that long. I think this fight ended up taking me being cautious here and without really any actual difficulty, except for one stage where you'll see where I don't kill the ads fast enough. But the only real difficulty is the dogs, and once it's going to take a little bit longer to do it this way, but it's safer. You can do it in one go, and if you can do it in one time versus doing it in 6 tries, I mean, it's just going to be better that way anyway for you guys. So you can see we're just going to keep on continuing to kill the ads. We're going to work on doing the best that we can to maintain an ammo for our bow, which you can see that there's always ammo constantly dropping. You'll see again, this is the point where I didn't kill the ads fast enough. Aside from this, the ads really don't do any damage to me. It's all the dogs, and you're actually going to see it. It actually takes me even longer, and as a result, I actually even take more damage from some dogs here, which is kind of a pain, but just kind of the way it goes sometimes. Anyway, what you're going to want to do definitely is try to switch your light bow into it, because you can see, again, like almost all this damage that I took is just from the dogs, not from the ads or anything. That stuff's all easy to deal with. You can see that I'm not having a difficult time with avoiding the AoE stuff either, like the AoE Stormcloud or whatever you want to call it, but you can see that. Look at this. Like, you're just melting these dogs. Then you switch back over to Anubis, and it's not a huge amount of damage because you are using the light bow, and the light bow has significantly lower damage than like the hunter bow. But the big advantage to it is that you can easily switch down, and it's not difficult to kill these dogs. If you're not reloading every single time. You see that last dog that just came through there. If I was using my hunter bow, I never would have got the aim up in time, or I never would have got reloaded in time to kill that dog when it was just about to grab me there. But definitely, guys, I would definitely recommend, instead of trying to avoid the dogs, because avoiding the dogs is kind of hit and miss. Like, sometimes you jump out of the way, and sometimes it seems easy to avoid them, and then other times, for no reason at all, it's extremely difficult to avoid them, and you think that you jump out of the way, and it doesn't end up working. Anyhow, you can see that we're still doing damage. Again, this is just going to be kind of the same thing. You guys kind of get the picture of what's happening right now. This is going to be essentially what the rest of the video is. We're just going to be taking our time. We're going to be making sure that we have our light bow, have ammo. We're going to be walking over to the ammo reloads that are on the ground everywhere. As we do that, we're going to make sure that we're paying attention for the ads that randomly spawn. You can see we're at the hyena stage right now, which is one of the last stages. We're going to pick off these hyenas as fast as we can because these hyenas actually will do some decent damage to you. So you can see we're going to try to get those down. This is when it's good to have the flame sword as well instead of the staff, although the staff does have extended reach, and the one that I'm using also has poison, so it actually does pretty good damage, and it does take care of the dogs or the hyenas pretty well. You can see right now we've got another storm cloud coming there, and we're kind of working our way over just to pick up some more arrows. I mean, there's arrows everywhere, so you shouldn't really run out of arrows unless you're not really paying attention to what's happening. But either way, you can see, even that one, I didn't even notice that I was turning red until last second, but because the light bow is so fast, so quick to reload, it's no problems at all. You're just ripping through it. And you can see, again, I've kind of got myself in a bad situation. I turned red because I wasn't paying attention to the actual smoke clouds, but we've worked our way out of it. Not a problem. We've still got about 2/3 health at this point, and we're picking off the dogs, which, like I said, biggest thing, keep an eye on those dogs, keep an eye on your health. We're just about to just destroy Anubis, and I'll tell you right now, this is 100% the easiest or most consecutive way to go ahead and kill him, is just taking your time, cycling through the process, paying attention to when you're red, pulling your light bow out, keeping the ammo up, and as soon as you turn red, drop from damaging Anubis down to taking care of the dogs. You can see that's all there is to this, guys. If this helps you guys out, I know I struggled with finding a good method for this one, so if this helped you guys out, I sure would appreciate if you guys had hit that like button. If you guys are struggling with anything else in Assassin's Creed Origins, please feel free to leave a comment in the comments below. I'll see if I can hook you guys up with a video to help you out. Alright guys, thanks for watching.